the racist Nords in Windhelm. Whilst I agree we shouldn't be encouraging these elves into Skyrim, bullying isn't the answer. And confining them to a slum with an insulting name is just going to cause civil unrest. But what do I know?
You know, I honestly have no issues with elves being in Skyrim, so you're asking the wrong guy.
And damn the moot! We should risk letting those milk drinkers put Toric's woman on the throne? She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
All the more reason, then. The crown would legitimize your claim.
A crown doesn't make a king.
No, but this one.
If it even exists.
It exists, and it will be the symbol of the righteousness of our cause. Think about it. The jagged crown. It heralds back to a time before Jarls and Moots. Back to the time when the king was a king because his enemies fell before him, and his people rose because they loved him. Skyrim needs that king. You will be that king, Ulfric. You must be.
You're certain you found it?
When have I ever been false with you?
Fine. I'll send the Unblooded here with you. Fancy a crawl through a moldering dungeon to see if you can't stir up Garmar's jagged crown.
It will be there. You'll see. You're alive. I owe Ulfric a drink. I have to admit, I didn't think we'd be seeing you again. I misjudged you. You're definitely Stormcloak material. It's time we made this official. You ready to take the oath?
Oath?
Before you're one of us, you must swear fealty to Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak, future High King of Skyrim. You must also pledge unswerving loyalty to your fellow Stormcloaks, to Skyrim, and to her people.
Isn't it enough that I want to fight Imperials?
You can stick a sword through an Imperial any day you want, but that doesn't make you a Stormcloak. We're not just fighting Imperials. We're fighting to restore Skyrim to her glory, and give her the king she deserves.
I need to think it over.
Don't take too long figuring it out. Might mistake your hesitation for Imperial sympathies. Come back when you're committed to the cause, or go join the Legion. They're taking anyone with a pulse these days.
Sorry, but they are asking too much too soon. I need to learn more about the Stormcloaks first, before making such commitment. What's going on over there?
I ain't asking for much. Just a few symptoms.
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
What happened here?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
Another? This has happened before.
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
Are the murders being investigated?
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
Could you use some help?
If you want to help, ask some of these Gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Did you see what happened here?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Another one. Terrible.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Did you see what happened here?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die.
You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend.
This is a shame.
I don't know how you can even move in
Did you
that
see what
armor.
happened here?
It's bigger than
No,
you.
sorry.
It must weigh an
But I
absolute
did
ton.
notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. Who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
I've spoken to the witnesses.
Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. Bastards escaped again.
There might be more to this, if you'll let me help.
Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. I'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
Yeah, it's like I haven't heard that one before.
A serial killer targeting young girls. This disgusts me to no end. We must catch this guy and put an end to it.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Whoa, it's dark in here.
We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
I've heard about his murders.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well. Yeah? I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Seeing all those food sure makes me hungry. But we've got a murder to catch.
What is it?
Oops, wrong way.
What is it? Dragons?
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sodri's used wares. Talk to the elf.
Yorlif has granted me permission to aid in the investigation.
All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
I'll get to it.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Sits.
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. But it's that easy.
Helgerd lets the Greyskin and Lizardmen entomb the dead here, but we should just cremate them, so they don't take up space reserved for the Nords.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Have you noticed anything strange about the body?
Well, she's dead. But I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you.
So, the body.
Oh yes, right, of course. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
Let me know if you find anything else.
I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
What do you need?
Rifa.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Helgerd has a rather morbid sense of humor.
Zeds and Rifa are siblings. They are also royalty from a demon realm. But don't worry, they are on our side. Mostly anyway. Alright, let's follow the blood trail.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives.
This is the place. Locked tight. We need to find a way in. Maybe Yorlif can help.
Just remember, everything's better blood.
Not sure that's appropriate right now, Core.
You owe me a serious foot rub for all the walking you've made me do?
Blame yourself.
What do you mean it's my fault?
You begged to follow me.
Yes, okay, I may have agreed to it, but... whatever, you still owe me a foot rub?
Alright, alright.
spent my life serving Talos. I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
Maybe you've seen masts sticking out of the water to the northeast? That would be the wreck of the Winter War. A fine vessel back in its day. Any luck finding the butcher?
How do I get into hearing?
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
Alright.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
It's quite late. Let's rest up heading in. We'll continue the investigation in the morning. Ah, Yulina's here. Hey, Sophia.
Was there something you wanted?
Can I talk to you for a bit?
What would you like to talk about?
You seem like a funny person.
You mean like weird? Huh. I thought you were different from all those other people who make fun of me. Because I don't try and conform to people's ridiculous ideals.
That's not such a bad thing. It makes you different.
You think so? Everyone in Skyrim is like an exact replica of each other. Always bragging about themselves, saying how beautiful or tough they are. I would never do that. Yes, okay, I know what you're thinking, but in my case it is actually true. Some people really do kid themselves. I'm glad that's sorted. I don't get it. Men say they wouldn't mind piercing me with their arrow, or stabbing me with a sword, and then walk away laughing. Should I be worried?
This is an ode to Skyrim's
It's cute when you act so innocent.
And in.
The Stormcloaks.
Are we sleeping and more?
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done. We'll drive out the Empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel we will take back our home.
Gore.
Just remember, everything's better bloody.
Any place particularly you want to go?
Well, that's a problem, friend, seeing as I'm following you for a reason. Rather not have to think about where I'm going, if that's okay with you. But, if you want my advice, I'm a this way or that way guy. I just flip a coin, or a bandit, and let it make heads or tails of the situation.
Where will we find bandits at this hour?
Oh, I'm sure there's one close enough. Just jingle your coin purse and they'll come like a bear to honey. Let's go.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
Why is this called Candlehearth Hall?
Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundhide. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Hey, daughter. Enjoying yourself, I see.
Yeah?
All hail to Ulfric! You are the High King. In your great honor we drink.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
The Corner Club right away. I'll go pack our things.
That wasn't what I meant.
Oh, right. Just try not to get us in the dungeon this time.
Where's Gore? Left to hunt some bandits by himself? Oh well.
Good to see you.
Daughter,
Yes.
follow me. I need your help.
Lead the way.
Yelena, glad you made it to Skyrim safely. You've probably already heard that there's this serial killer on the loose who specifically targets young girls. We have found a lead and are on our way to investigate it. You know, it's a shame the killer didn't target you. Otherwise, he'd already been caught.
I've been meaning to speak to you, Naranya. Rumor is you've got ties to the Thieves Guild.
One should never pay too much attention to rumors, Torbjorn. You have piqued my curiosity, however. Please, do continue.
It's a bad time to be a criminal with these murders. In fact, thieves have been known to kill if there's a profit in it. This war's been hard on all of us.
Not that I'd know anything about it, of course, but it seems to me that the last thing a thieves' guild would want is to...
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Guards are looking for a killer. Who knows what else they might turn up. Good day.
Excuse me.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
I have some questions about your daughter.
I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
I'm trying to find out who did this. I was hoping you'd help.
Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know?
I'd like to investigate her house, but I'll need a key.
Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Thanks.
I love teasing guys. After I went bear hunting one day, I asked the hunter if he wanted to see my bear chest. I showed him the pelt of the bear I just killed and pointed to its chest. Oh, you should have seen the disappointment on his face.
Oh, I think I would rather see the bear chest.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Here we go. These haven't been used for ages. Nothing but skeever droppings and cobwebs inside.
I just want to find a good husband and start a family of my own.
You are still young. Take your time. The plans are coming together swimmingly. I found good source of bone, flesh, and blood, but thus far a good sampling of sinew and marrow have escaped me. No matter, the city is swollen with contemptuous fools who will be missed by nobody. Last night was almost able to corner Susanna as she left Candle Hearth. Idiot guard showed up just at the wrong moment, and I had to turn about. Just out for a stroll and so forth. There will be other chances, but the time is drawing near. I think back to my time in Winterhold. All the wasting minds up in their towers. They only explore the magic they already know. I am discovering new magic here. Something deeper than the cantrip shenanigans of fire and light. This flesh magic is older than us, perhaps older than the world itself. I am tugging at the corners of the fabric of the universe, and where it bunches and folds is where I shall create my greatest triumph. One more attempt at the Candlehearth girl. She's proving to be a bit too cautious, but those strong joints of hers should contain the most exquisite tendons. Worth the effort, tonight. So, our butcher is a mage who is experimenting with flesh magic. Sounds like we've got ourselves a necromancer. From the dust, these look leftover from when the previous occupant moved out. This wardrobe seems to be nailed to the wall for some reason. My God.
Oh, I hope that wasn't valuable. Actually, what do I care?
This altar is built to some unknown magic. It looks like someone is using body parts towards some gruesome end. "17 tendons and assorted ligaments, 173 fragments of bone for assemblage, approx 4 bucketfuls of blood, not preferred, 6 spoons of marrow, no more than 2 from a thigh, 12 yards of flesh before cutting. Stars grind to the edge of the ice mind. Look to the lights where the soul stands, revealing the time when a spark will revive, when the rod unites under most skillful hands." Translation from Altmere text, as interpreted by the elites and first transcribed by Altmere. Provenance and authority unknown. Soon. Those who practice necromancy must either be mad or harbor strong hatred toward the living. I just cannot picture a person in a loving family to murder people to practice such dark arts. This shelf is filled with more of those bushel flies from around the city. One pile looks misshapen. Beware the butcher, the killer who haunts the streets of Windhelm. These calamitous times bring out the worst in people, don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano if you spot any suspicious behavior.
Out of all the Daedric princes, Sanguine is the only one I would actually consider worshipping. He really understands how to have a good time and knows the importance of alcohol. I quite like Sheogorath too.
I can sense dark magic from this amulet. It may lead us closer to the butcher.
I've got your back.
I know you do.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
I really couldn't care less. I've never...
Yorlif.
Any luck finding the butcher?
Can you tell me anything about the butcher?
Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts us all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
Do you know what this amulet is?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Have you heard of a creature called Quama?
No. What is it?
It's a giant slimy maggot. Apparently the Greyskins consider its flesh a delicacy. I overheard them mention that some Greyskin traders from Morrowind could bring some of these creatures to Wyndham.
I ain't asking for much. Just a few septums. Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous.
Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Come visit again sometime.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimbarth, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too. Your father would run them off.
I try to keep Grimbarth safe, but these are dangerous times.
Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had.
How did you assemble this collection?
My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, So I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old.
You mentioned a tour.
Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection.
I'll take the tour.
Splendid! If you'll just follow me, I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen.
Still here.
These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements
that would be
to prepare
fun.
their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak? Here is the Book of Fate, discovered in a secret room in the Arcane University. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next. Some see only blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death. Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Ysgramor's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Ysgramor. Don't let this innocent-looking flute fool you, for this is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history. None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh my! I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I? And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon. I don't care much for the war, one way or the other.
Do you know anything about this amulet?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
Shouldn't the court mage have it?
Woundfirth? Bah! It's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy.
I think I hold on to it, for the time being.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly. I bid you safe travels.
Do you guys prefer rain or snow? Me, I find both to be beautiful in their own way.
There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their life. It's not that simple.
After what happened to those other women, I'm worried about my own safety.
What can you tell me about the butcher?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
How can the rest of the people not care?
Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives.
I found this journal in the killer's lair.
Huh? What's it say?
It sounds like a necromancer has been experimenting.
Woundfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years, as long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
What is it? What's on your mind?
How goes the investigation? I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
I believe the killer is Unferth the Unliving.
That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof?
We have evidence of necromancy and found his amulet.
I don't want to believe it. Unferth has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them. Unferth shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom of this matter. The streets of Windhelm are now safe. You're coming with me. We're finally going to arrest the butcher. Yes, sir. Make your excuses from the bloodworks, wizard. Get him out of my sight. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to come with me.
This isn't over.
Staying safe, I hope?
Don't trust me, it's not our safety you should be worried about.
Glad that's taken care of. People can finally feel safe walking on the street at night in Windhelm.
Farm outside the city. It's honest work.
Let us head back to Falskaar and report our success.